Every generation adds something. Bigger screens, smarter AI, better cameras. But the best upgrades, they remove what gets in the way. Foldables have spent years stuck in beta when it comes to ergonomics. For them to work, to be adopted widely, they have to feel familiar. This device is as close as you can get, but it's not without compromise. This is the Galaxy Z Fold 7.
Really on the move, on the map, never smooth on the map, never smooth on the map, never smooth. What you gonna do, where you at, who you with, you ain't really about it, don't you, don't you? Really on the move, on the map, never slip, keep your hands to your left, don't you, don't you? You ain't really about it, don't you, don't you? Really on the move, on the map, never slip, keep your hands to your left.
Shh. The first thing you'll notice is the thinness. You expect something dense, heavy, awkward, but this, it slips into your hand like any other phone. Samsung shaved off 24 grams this year. It's now lighter than even the S25 Ultra. The thinness gets the headlines, but the weight makes the difference. It's not a tablet pretending to be a phone, it's a category of its own. That thinness does make it more difficult to open. With less surface area to grip, you need more precision. Over time, the hinge does break in, but at first, there's opening anxiety. Adding a case will definitely help with the grip. The hinge is where engineering meets intention. It's smooth, confident, silent, and when you close it, there's a thunk. Like a luxury car door. It's Samsung's most refined hinge yet. Water resistant, dust resistant, but unlike the Fold 6, it doesn't hold position at any angle. Past a certain point, it just snaps fully open. But when it does snap open, oh boy. Unfold it and you have a beautiful 8-inch display. The crease is minimized and less distracting than before, and you can hardly feel it when you run your fingers over it. It's highly immersive when watching video content. But then, a single dot interrupts the immersion. Samsung ditched the under-display camera for a traditional cutout camera. For my use case, the trade-off doesn't make sense. I don't take selfies unfolded, I don't take Zoom calls on my mobile device. I use this screen to watch content, game, and unwind. It would have been nice if they placed this camera in the corner of the screen or get rid of it altogether. And perhaps a bigger story is when the phone is folded. The front screen finally feels just right. Wide enough for breathing room, narrow enough to stay manageable, and for the first time, typing feels natural on a Z Fold device. For all this engineering, you're gonna need to drop some serious coin.
Can you bring me back down, but I need it.
The Z Fold 7 starts at $1,999. It's not just expensive, it's luxury. With the current economic climate, that's hard to justify. I took advantage of the trade-ins and I traded in my Z Fold 6, but it's still something you have to think about twice before dropping that kind of coin. The Fold 7 has its best camera system yet. At 200 megapixels, the main sensor comes close to Samsung's Ultra line, though it's a slight step down in clarity. Software updates might close the gap. In daylight, I shoot full 200 megapixel resolution for the most detail. In low light, I switch to the 12 megapixel to use Samsung's pixel binning, which combines multiple pixels into one for better low light performance. Typical to Samsung devices, there's still a touch of shutter lag, and the ultra-wide and telephoto cameras are serviceable, but not standout. The telephoto especially. The Ultra series is leagues ahead. Both front cameras got an upgrade to 10 megapixels this year, and the cover screen and inner display selfie cameras are solid. But when I want the best quality, I unfold and use the main camera with the cover screen as the viewfinder. It's a great party trick. The Galaxy AI tools work well here too, but this can be found on all other Galaxy devices. The one thing that does set itself apart is the side-by-side editing in tablet mode. Seeing the original and the AI-generated edit at the same time makes good use of the foldable layout. And there's no getting around the camera bump. It's massive. The biggest compromise making this phone thinner? S Pen support is gone. For some, that's a deal breaker. Personally, I gladly accept the trade-off. A thinner device that feels better in hand is worth more than the ability to jot something down. But for an 8-inch screen, stylus support does make sense. And if that's how you used your previous Fold, for you, this definitely feels like a step backwards. Multitasking is where the Fold 7 pulls away from everything else, not because of specs, but because of space. You don't just run apps side by side, you live in them. Drag and drop, stack, float, resize, you can do it all. There's also a new gesture this year that's brilliant. In split screen, drag one app almost to the bottom. It's a 95 to 5% split, then switch between those apps with a single tap. It's fast, simple, and smart. It's not the multitasking that's impressive. It's how natural it feels on this form factor. Samsung's One UI finally feels like it's catching up with the hardware. Battery life is fine. It's not amazing, it's not terrible, just good enough that you mostly stop thinking about it. I constantly get through the day with 15 to 20% of battery left. It's the same 4,400 milliamp battery, but the Snapdragon 8 Elite is more efficient. Samsung didn't adopt silicon carbon battery tech this year, something many Chinese OEMs are using for higher capacity. That's likely due to Samsung's cautious approach after past controversies. A bigger battery would have been nice, or maybe we're looking at it wrong. Same battery, slimmer device, that's impressive engineering. After 7 generations, the Galaxy Z Fold finally feels complete. Not perfect, not mainstream, but complete. It's no longer a prototype with promise, it's a product with purpose. This is the first Fold I didn't have to make excuses for. It's no longer an experiment I enjoy. It's a device that I rely on. And for the first time, this is a Fold I can confidently recommend to anyone. Until next time.